Hi dear students, this particular class I want to discuss a few questions related to the basic ideas on inverse trigonometric functions. I hope so everyone is familiar with the principal branches and the concepts which I discussed in earlier videos. Let's see, this is the first question. Sine inverse minus 1 by 2 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1. So that value we have to find out. Now I can write here sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 can be written as minus sine pi by 6. Again plus cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 can be written as minus cos pi by 3 plus tan inverse of 1 we can write it as tan pi by 4. Now again here we can write sine inverse of minus sine pi by 6, we can also write it as sine of minus pi by 6. Now you can check sine inverse of sine theta. Theta is there in the principal branch. What is the principal branch for sine? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 closed interval. This is the principal branch for sine inverse. That's why sine inverse of sine theta. Theta is there in this principal branch. That's why here we can write minus pi by 6 as this simplification. Whereas here what happens? Cos inverse of minus cos theta can be written as cos 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta we can write. Now you can check here cos inverse of cos theta. This is pi minus pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. Now what is the principal branch for cos inverse? Closed interval 0 comma pi. Here we got 120. 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is there in the principal branch. That's why we can write this particular part as 2 pi by 3. And finally here tan inverse of tan pi by 4. Tan inverse of tan theta. What is the principal branch for tan inverse? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 open interval. Now it is tan inverse of tan theta. Theta is there in this principal branch. That's why we can write this one as pi by 4. That means here you will get pi by 4. So this summation is going to be the answer. That is the way to answer a particular question. Suppose the question is given like this: tan inverse of root 3, right, minus secant inverse of minus 2. That is the another question given. Tan inverse of root 3 minus secant inverse of minus 2. The same question here I want to do it in another way. This we can write it as tan inverse of root 3 can be written as tan 60, right, minus, as we discussed, secant inverse of minus x. We can write pi minus secant inverse x. That's why here we can write pi minus secant inverse of 2. Earlier problem also we can do like this. Now tan inverse of tan pi by 3. Tan inverse of tan pi by 3 minus pi minus secant inverse of 2 can be written as secant inverse of secant pi by, come on, secant inverse of 2. It is cos 60 1 by 2. Secant 60 2. That's why secant inverse of secant pi by 3 we can write. Now you can check tan inverse of tan theta. Theta is there in the principal branch. That's why we can write pi by 3 minus, whereas here pi minus secant inverse of secant theta. Theta is there in this principal branch. That's why we will get minus pi by 3. Now you can simplify it, right? So this is another question given like this: cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. Cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. Cos inverse of cos theta is there. You can't write directly theta because theta is not there in the principal branch. Now I can write this one as cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6 can be written as 2 pi plus pi by 6. What about cos 360 plus theta? Cos 360 plus theta is equal to cos theta. That's why it becomes cos inverse of cos pi by 6. Now you can check pi by 6 is there in the principal branch. So we can write it as pi by 6. Because 13 pi by 6, 2 pi plus pi by 6, it is not there in the principal branch. That's why cos 13 pi by 6 we can write in this way. Cos 360 plus theta can be written as a cos theta. Now pi by 6 is there in the principal branch. So we can write, right? So now another question. Tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Here also the same. 7 pi by 6 is not there in the principal branch of tan inverse. What is the principal branch for tan inverse? Tan inverse principal branch is from open interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. So tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6 we can write it as tan 7 pi by 6. We can write pi plus pi by 6. Tan 180 plus theta is equals to tan theta. That's why we are getting tan inverse of tan pi by 6. Yes, you can check here. Pi by 6 is there. Pi by 6 is there in the principal branch of tan inverse. That means it is there between minus 90 and plus 90. So we can write this one as pi by 6. Right? So this is another question. Sine inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square. We have to show this is equals to 2 times sine inverse x. 2 times sine inverse x under the condition minus 1 by root 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 1 by root 2. Sine inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square is equals to 2 sine inverse x. We have to show under the condition minus 1 by 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 1 by root 2. What I am doing here is I am taking x is equal to sine theta substitution. Whenever we are writing x is equal to sine theta, we can write theta is equal to sine inverse x. Just you can check, we are taking the substitution as x is equal to sine theta minus 1 by root 2 less than or equals to sine theta less than or equals to plus 1 by root 2, because x is equals to sine theta substitution we are taking. Now we can write this one as minus pi by 4 less than or equals to theta less than or equals to pi by 4. That is the information. That is the reason whenever x is equal to sine theta we are writing theta is there in the principal branch only. That's why we can write theta is equal to sine inverse x. Okay. Now, because of this substitution, left hand side changes as LHS is equals to sine inverse of 2 into, in place of x we are writing sine theta into root of 1 minus sine square theta. Take care about every step here. Now this is equals to sine inverse of, we can write here 2 sine theta into modulus of cos theta. Agree or not? Because root of 1 minus sine square theta, root of cos square theta, root of x square we have to write mod x. That's why root of cos square theta we are writing mod cos theta. Yes. Next step we can write in this way, sine inverse of 2 sine theta cos theta. Right? So sine inverse of 2 sine theta cos theta. Now what happens here? Why I written mod cos theta as cos theta? Cos theta is there between minus pi by 4 and plus pi by 4. Minus pi by 4 and plus pi by 4 means you know this is minus pi by 4 and this is plus pi by 4. So this is fourth quadrant and this is first quadrant. Fourth quadrant and first quadrant cos is positive. That's why modulus of cos theta we can write cos theta. Now this is equals to sine inverse of 2 sine theta cos theta can be written as sine 2 theta. Very good. Sine inverse of sine 2 theta we got. But now I can write this one as 2 theta or not? Yes, you can write 2 theta if you have the information. 2 theta is there between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. Check here, multiply with the 2, you will get minus pi by 2 less than or equals to 2 theta less than or equals to pi by 2. 2 theta is there between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. Yes, this we can write sine inverse of sine 2 theta, we can write 2 theta. The reason is 2 theta is there in the principal branch. Yes, this is equals to 2 into sine inverse x. Theta is equal to sine inverse x. So definitely here you will get a doubt. Sir, you taken the substitution as x is equal to sine theta, you got the answer, well and good. But suppose instead of sine theta, if I am taking the substitution as cos theta, whether I will get the answer or not. Let's check. What substitution we are taking? The same problem we are taking the substitution as x is equals to cos theta. Come on, substitute here. Minus 1 by root 2 less than or equals to cos theta less than or equals to 1 by root 2. Cos is a decreasing function. That's why whenever we are removing cos, inequality changes. That's why we can write pi by 4 less than or equals to theta less than or equals to 3 pi by 4. Inequality changes. Cos theta becomes 1 by root 2 when theta is equal to pi by 4. Cos theta becomes minus 1 by root 2 when theta is equal to 3 pi by 4. Yes, theta lies between pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4. Okay, now cos x is equal to cos theta. Theta is there in the principal branch of cos. That's why we can write theta is equals to cos inverse x. Now substitute there. Left hand side changes as left hand side is equal to sine inverse of 2 times, in place of x we are taking cos theta into root of 1 minus cos square theta. Yes, the same story here also. Sine inverse of 2 times cos theta root of 1 minus cos square theta can be written as modulus of sine theta. Now you can check. Pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4 means first quadrant and second quadrant. In first quadrant and second quadrant sign is positive only. That's why no need to write the modulus. We can write sine inverse of 2 sine theta cos theta we can write. Now 2 sine theta cos theta is equals to sine inverse of sine 2 theta. Well and good. We got the same sine inverse of sine 2 theta we got. But what about 2 theta? 2 theta is there in the principal branch or not? We have to check. Okay. Multiply with the 2. Then we'll get pi by 2 less than or equals to 2 theta less than or equals to 3 pi by 2. Hey, wrong. 2 theta is not there in the principal branch. 2 theta is not there in the principal branch. So you can't write this one as a 2 theta. But what to do? Just observe here, multiply with minus, you will get minus 3 pi by 2. Whenever we are multiplying with minus, inequality changes. Minus 3 pi by 2 less than or equal to minus 2 theta less than or equal to minus pi by 2. Add pi. Here pi addition you will get minus pi by 2 less than or equals to pi minus 2 theta is less than or equals to pi by 2. Pi minus 2 theta is there in the principal branch. But now what to do? Yes, sine 2 theta we can write it as sine 180 minus 2 theta also. Sine 2 theta we can write it as sine 180 minus 2 theta. Yes. Now sine inverse of sine 180 minus 2 theta. This 180 minus 2 theta is there in the principal branch. That's why we can write pi minus 2 times theta. Yes, but again here pi minus 2 times, in place of theta we can write cos inverse x. Okay, cos inverse x. Now I am taking 2 common here. If you take 2 common, no doubt you will get pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. You will get, I hope so everyone know, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus cos inverse x, we can write sin inverse x. Yes, we got the same answer. So when we are taking the substitution as x is equal to sin theta, we got the answer directly. When we are taking the substitution as x is equal to cos theta, we are not getting the answer directly, but we came to know about the concepts very clearly. But finally we got the answer. Okay, so that is the way of approaching the problems. Though they are basic level, they are going to clear your concepts very clearly. Next question we are discussing, the question is given like this: 3 times cos inverse x is equals to cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. So if you know the formula of cos 3a, what is the formula for cos 3a? Cos 3 theta formula is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. If you know the formula, definitely you will get an idea what substitution we have to take. Yes, 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Wait, here one more condition is also given. The condition is saying 1 by 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 1. Under that information, we have to show cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x is equal to 3 times cos inverse x. Now here also I am doing the same thing. X is equals to cos theta substitution. Okay, x is equal to cos theta. So we will get 1 by 2 less than or equal to cos theta less than or equals to 1. Cos is a decreasing function. 1 you will get in case of 0. 1 by 2 you will get in case of pi by 3 less than or equals to theta. Right? Theta is there between 0 comma pi by 3. Theta is there in the principal branch only. That's why I can write theta is equals to cos inverse x. Very good. Right hand side is equals to cos inverse of, in place of x we are writing cos theta. 4 cos cube theta minus 3 times cos theta. Now this is equals to cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta is equal to cos 3 theta. But what about 3 theta? Theta is there between 0 and pi by 3. Multiply with 3, you will get 0 less than or equal to 3 theta less than or equals to pi. Yes, 3 theta is there in the principal branch of cos. That's cos inverse. That's why we can write this one as a 3 theta. And theta is nothing but cos inverse x. So that's why 4 cos cube, cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x, we can write it as 3 times cos inverse x. Next the question is given, he is asking to simplify this one. Tan inverse of 3a square x minus x cube divided by a cube minus 3a x square. The information is given as a greater than 0 minus a by root 3 less than x less than a by root 3. That is the information given. He is asking to simplify. Sometimes the question they may ask like this also. Y is equals to that one. Find out the differentiation under the condition. Okay, right. So what to do here? I am taking the substitution as, because you will get an idea only when, if you know this particular formula. 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 times tan square theta. 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. That's why if you know this formula, definitely you will get an idea what substitution we have to take. Yes, we have to take the substitution as x is equals to a tan theta. Okay, if you take x is equal to a tan theta, what happens? Minus a by root 3 into a tan theta is less than a by root 3. Throughout the inequality we can cancel a. Yes, we can write minus 1 by root 3 less than tan theta less than 1 by root 3, because in the question given a greater than 0, a positive. That's why throughout the inequality positive term we can cancel without affecting the inequality. Now this is equal to minus pi by 6 less than theta less than pi by 6. Okay, x is equals to a tan theta. Whether you observed or not, theta is there in the principal branch of tan. Tan principal branches, tan inverse principal branches from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's why we can write this one as theta is equals to tan inverse of x by a. Okay, substitute there. Therefore, y is equals to tan inverse of 3 times a square into a tan theta minus a cube into tan cube theta divided by a cube minus 3a into a square tan square theta. So throughout the equation a cube gets cancelled. We are getting tan inverse of 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 times tan square theta. Again we can write this one as tan inverse of 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta is nothing but tan 3 theta. Tan inverse of tan 3 theta we got. We can write this one as a 3 theta. If you know 3 theta is there in the principal branch of tan inverse or not. Multiply with 3, then we'll get minus pi by 2 less than 3 theta less than pi by 2. Yes, 3 theta is there in the principal branch. That's why we can write here this one as 3 times tan inverse of x by a. So this is simplification of this one. We got this. So y is equal to this one. He is asking differentiation. We can do the differentiation of this one easily. Tan inverse x differentiation is 1 by 1 plus x square. So we can do it. Next question is asking tan simplification. Tan 1 by 2 sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square plus cos inverse of 1 minus y square divided by 1 plus y square. So some conditions also given. He is saying mod x less than 1, that means x lies between minus 1 and plus 1, y greater than 0, and also given xy less than 1. Here what I am doing is x is equals to tan alpha substitution and y is equals to tan beta substitution. Just because of these substitutions, what happens? This is equals to tan of 1 by 2 into sin inverse of, in place of x we have to write 2 tan alpha divided by 1 plus tan square alpha plus cos inverse of 1 minus y square by 1 plus y square means 1 minus tan square beta divided by 1 plus tan square beta. Again we can write this one as tan of 1 by 2 into this, we can write sin inverse of sin 2 alpha plus there we can write cos inverse of cos 2 beta. Now this is equals to tan 1 by 2 into sin inverse of sin 2 alpha, it becomes 2 alpha, as you can check the conditions under the same information as earlier. Cos inverse of cos 2 beta, we can write 2 beta. Now 2 gets cancelled, tan alpha plus beta, we can write tan alpha plus tan beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. But what is the tan alpha? Tan alpha is equal to x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. You can observe finally what we got. Sin inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square, 1 plus x square simplification. This simplification you can check. We got 2 alpha. What is 2 alpha? What is 2 alpha? 2 alpha means 2 tan inverse x. And alpha is equal to tan inverse x. That's why sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square, we can write 2 tan inverse x. Similarly, cos inverse of 1 minus y square by 1 plus y square, we can write 2 tan inverse y. So that's why this information sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. Next, cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. At the same time, tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. In all these cases, we can write this one as 2 times tan inverse x under the conditions has to satisfy in case of principal value branches. So this is another question. They are asking about to find the value of x. Sine of sine inverse 1 by 5 sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equals to 1. Then he is asking to find the value of x. You can check here, sine 90 is equals to 1. Sine 90 is equals to 1. So that's why we can write this one as sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x must be equal to pi by 2. And again we can write this one as sine inverse 1 by 5 is equals to pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. Pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. But what is pi by 2 minus cos inverse x? We can write sine inverse x. Pi by 2 minus cos inverse x can be written as sine inverse x. Now sine inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1 by 5. Therefore we can write x is equals to 1 by 5. So this is another model question. Tan inverse of 2 times tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Tan inverse 1 by 7. He is asking to show tan inverse of 31 divided by 17. First of all, what is 2 tan inverse x? 2 tan inverse x we can write tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. 2 tan inverse x can be written as tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. 2 tan inverse x can be written as tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Now again this we can write further as tan inverse of, so here 2 cancel 1 minus 1 by 4, it becomes a 3 by 4, so we can write tan inverse of 4 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 4 in the denominator, that's why. Plus tan inverse of 1 by 7. Now you can check tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. What about x into y? X into y must be less than 1. Whenever xy less than 1, we can apply the formula directly. That is equals to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So check this simplification. You will get the required answer what he is asking. Another question is asking tan inverse of x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 plus tan inverse of x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 is given in the question as pi by 4. Then he is asking to find x value. That means we have to solve tan inverse x minus 1 by x minus 2 plus tan inverse of x plus 1 by x plus 2 is equal to pi by 4. We have to find out the value of x. So here apply the formula. We can write tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus tan inverse of x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Yes, we can apply this formula only when under the condition x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 must be less than 1. x into y less than 1. Okay, this further simplification, x minus 1 into x plus 2, right, plus x plus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x square minus 4 minus x square minus 1 is equals to tan 45 is equals to 1. Now the simplification, x square minus 2x minus 2x minus x, it becomes minus 3x minus 2. Okay, sorry, here x square plus 2x minus x, that means we are getting plus x minus 2, whereas here x square minus 2x plus x, it becomes minus x minus 2 is equals to plus x square minus x square cancel, minus 4 plus 1 minus 3, that's why is equal to minus 3. Here plus x minus x cancel, then we are getting the simplification as 2x square is equals to 1. That means x is equals to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Okay, x values we got plus or minus 1 by root 2, and we got the information here x square minus 1 divided by x square minus 4 minus 1 less than 0. Again further simplification, x square minus 1 minus x square plus 4 divided by x square minus 4 less than 0. Therefore we are getting 3 divided by x square minus 4 less than 0. So that means x square minus 4 must be less than 0. Therefore x plus 2 into x minus 2 must be less than 0. So what is the meaning for this? X values must lie between minus 2 and plus 2. Yes, the values of x what we got, these are the x values plus or minus 1 by root 2 lies between minus 2 and plus 2 only. That's why we have to take both the values. X is equal to plus 1 by 2 also possible, x is equal to minus 1 by 2 also possible. More questions will be discussed in the next video lecture. Okay, bye bye.